there is any discrepancy between this video and the actual machine, please refer to the practically machine. Precaution 1. Please read operation manual carefully before operation. And installation, connection, operation, and maintenance shall be performed in strict accordance with the provisions. 2. Please refer to the sections. Installation and connection of acceleration valve and installation and connection of oxygen concentration sensors in operation manual when installing and connecting the acceleration valves, as well as oxygen concentration sensors. 3. Please refer to the section Cleaning, Sterilization and Maintenance in operation manual during cleaning and sterilization. 4. The storage and service environmental conditions of this equipment, air supply, and power supply shall comply with the provisions of operation manual. 5. All the connected power lines, tubing sets, and booms shall be dismantled before carrying and moving the ventilator. 6. Keep the ventilator steady and balanced during installation, transportation, and movement, so as to prevent the tip-over. Warning 1. Inspect the ventilation function and safety performance of this equipment before its use, so as to ensure that the equipment is in perfect working condition during operation. Please refer to the section Inspection before using in operation manual. 2. If the alarm function is faulty, do not use this equipment, otherwise it may lead to patient injury or even death, or cause damage to the equipment. 3. If the ventilator reports an alarm during operation, protect the safety of patient at first, and then conduct fault diagnosis or necessary maintenance. 4. This equipment shall only be operated by specialized medical personnel who are qualified and competent after training. 5. Although the clinical safety of this equipment has been fully considered during design, operators shall not neglect in observing the equipment working condition and monitoring patients' physiological parameters. Only in this way can mistakes or malfunction be quickly corrected once occurred. 6. This equipment can only use air and oxygen. 7. This equipment shall not be equipped with anti-static ventilation tubing sets, catheters, and masks. It is likely to cause combustion if this kind of ventilation tubing sets, catheters, and masks are using near the high frequency electrosurgical equipment. 8. The ventilation tubing sets shall be placed carefully during operation to prevent the tubing sets from falling off, intertwining or suffocating patients. 9. Do not move, cover, or maintain the equipment at random during operation. 10. This equipment shall not be used in an environment with combustible and explosive gas. 11. This equipment shall not be used in the NMR. 12. Do not add accessory or other component or module to the respiratory system. Otherwise, the pressure gradient with regard to the patient at the connector of the respiratory system of the ventilator increases, which endangers patient safety. 13. Please do not disassemble the equipment without authorization. If the equipment breaks down, it shall be maintained by the specialized technical personnel. If users need to maintain the equipment by themselves, the maintenance shall be performed by trained and qualified technical personnel, and our company can provide necessary information if necessary. Overall, air compressor, ventilator, main unit, AirLog function. Main unit connect platform. Bottom of ventilator. Connect the ventilator main unit with the air compressor. Accessories. Breathing circuit. Test long. Support arm. Water trap. Air source. Water trap. Breathing circuit. High pressure oxygen hose. High pressure air source hose. White connector with breathing hose. Humidifier. Technical instructions for operation. Fuse. Air compressor connector hose. Power cable. Medical oxygen concentration sensor. Component. LCD touch screen. Operation panel with shadow button. Inspiration connector. Inspiration connector. Nebulization port. Humidifier slot. Air compressor. Air compressor pressure gauge. State indication and power switch. Ventilator power switch. Power input. Oxygen concentration adjustment knob. Oxygen connector. Air source connector. Main power input. Sockets. Air compressor gas source outlet. Hour meter. Installation steps. Remove the fixed rod of the air compressor. Install water trip air source. Oxygen concentration sensor. Install oxygen concentration sensor. Install support arm. Install circuit supporter. Put humidifier into slot and push water cup to the top of the machine. Must Use distilled water. Install air tube on water chamber. Do not overfill water to top of line. Quick fill port can be adding water without taking apart. Connect oxygen source. Either the Sentry oxygen supply system or the high-pressure oxygen cylinder can be used as the oxygen supply of this equipment. 2. The oxygen supply pressure of the Sentry oxygen supply system or high-pressure oxygen cylinder shall be 280 kPa to 600 kPa. 3. Pressure regulator shall be used to regulate the output pressure of the high-pressure oxygen cylinder. Connect air source. The air supply pressure of the Sentry air supply system shall be 280 kPa to 600 kPa. 2. If the high-pressure air cylinder is used for air supply, the gas cylinder shall be full or sufficient for use. 3. Pressure regulator shall be used to regulate the output pressure of the high-pressure air cylinder. 4. Precaution. The pressure differences between oxygen supply and air supply shall be less than 0.1 MPa. Water trip can be cleaned by push or pull the screw enter. Connect to air compressor. If air compressor is used to provide air source, instruct the air compressor to connect with the ventilator. Air compressor output pressure is 400 kPa and green light will show on indication. Connect inspiration to humidifier. On the top of humidifier, there are in and out indications. Connect humidifier to water trip, breathing circuit. Connect to Y connector to patient end and connect to another water trip. Expiration tube. Connect to bacteria filter. Connect breathing circuit. Lock-on support on. Check each breathing circuit, making sure everyone firm with no gas leakage. Reset the expiration valve if necessary. Connect power supply. Connect main power source. Connect ventilator to socket. Connect humidifier power cable. Power on. Switch on power button. System have power warning for not being using AC power. System have self-test. In this mode, it has sensor test for functionality. Composition of the screen area. On the top of the screen area, the left is warning section and the right is date indication. Data display area in the middle. The left is waveforms display area. And the right is monitoring windows. At the bottom of the region, the left is perimeter setting area. And the right is date and power indication. Power indication will change when state is changing. Power cable represents AC power. Battery shows remaining energy. Mode and parameter selection. Mode selection. Adult IV, Adult NIV, Pediatric IV, Pediatric NIV can only be selected in standby mode. Ventilation mode setting. Press parameter setting then select mode. For example, SIMV mode, adjust knob. Press confirm then close the window. Spontaneous breathing icon active if the patient triggers spontaneous breathing. Ventilator will automatically switch to apnea mode according to the apnea time setting. For O2 remote mode, scroll down to second page of parameter setting. Select adjust then confirm. Recommend using nasal cannula. For manual ventilation hook button, an indication can appear on screen. Volume and brightness can be adjusted under system management. Select, adjust it, then confirm. Press system management, then press loop. Graph will show on screen. System have more monitoring perimeter. Press system management and select monitor button. More function, time, day and night, version or located in system management. Calibration. Select FiO2 under System Management page in Standby mode, then press Confirm. Oxygen concentration sensor. Now start to process the calibration. After calibration complete, remaining MV will show on screen. Expose the oxygen sensor in air while doing calibration. Caution: replace the oxygen concentration sensor if the monitoring value is inaccurate. Touch screen calibration located in System Management interface. Press touchpad, then follow instruction. Alarms and cautions. Do not overflow water trap. Clean in time. When breathing circuit disconnected, the system will promote a warning on screen. Alarming adjustment located on second page. Also can be taped on screen and using note to change it. Function can provide 120 seconds no alarm sound or adjust alarm limit to clear the alarm. Cleaning, disinfection, and sterilization. Warning: 1. Do not use talc, zinc stearate, calcium carbonate, cornstarch, or similar materials. These materials are likely to enter into and thus stimulate or injure patients' lungs or respiratory tracts. 2. One liquid is dropped into or splashed into the equipment. Damage to the equipment or electric shock may be caused. Precaution 1. 1. Read the scope of application and instructions about cleaning agent carefully. 2. Read the operation manual about sterilizing equipment carefully. 3. Please do not use organic, halogenated, or petroleum-based solvent, anesthetics, glass cleaner, acetone, or other irritant cleaning agent. 4. Do not use abrasive cleaning agent, such as steel wool, silver polishing agent, or cleaning agent. 5. All of the liquid shall be kept away from electronic components. 6. The liquid cannot follow into the internal equipment shell. 7. Check the equipment according to the steps in the section. Check before use, after maintenance, cleaning and sterilization. 8. See the instruction for use for the cleaning and sterilization of humidifiers. Cleaning, disinfection, and sterilization of the components in contact with patients. Cleaning, disinfection, and sterilization before using for the first time. 1. Soak sterile gauze with water-soluble disinfectant and use it to clean and sterilize the equipment surface. 2. Blow dry the high-pressure 2O and air hoses after cleaning with clear water. 3. Blow dry the ventilation tubing sets, Y-shaped connectors, inhalation connectors, expiration connectors, exhalation valves, sampling tubes of exhale tail volume and water collectors after cleaning with clear water, or perform operations according to the standards of disinfection. Cleaning, disinfection, and sterilization of reasonable components. The reasonable components of this equipment are as follows: ventilation tubing set with Y-shaped connector, inhalation connector, exhalation connector, exhalation valve, sampling tube of exhale tail volume and water collector. Each time after using the reasonable components: 1. Remove them from the equipment. 2. Use soap suds to wash them. 3. Use clear water to wash them and dry them in the air. 4. Place them in the disinfectant and fumigating box for fumigation and disinfection. 5. Or use 70% alcohol to soak them for 30 minutes. 6. Or perform steps according to the standards of disinfection. 7. Use clear water to wash them and dry them in the air. Care and maintenance. Warning: 1. Do not use the faulted equipment. 2. If the equipment breaks down, it shall be maintained by specialized technical personnel. If users need to maintain the equipment by themselves, the maintenance shall be performed by trained and qualified technical personnel, and our company can provide necessary information if necessary. 3. The calibration of the equipment components shall be performed by specialized technical personnel or trained and qualified technical personnel. 4. Do not throw the batteries replaced during care and maintenance into fire, so as to prevent explosion. Do not open or damage the batteries. This prevents hazardous substance inside the batteries from hurting the skin and eyes. Do not discard waste batteries so as not to contaminate the environment. Waste batteries shall be sent to recycling manufacturers for recycle. 5. Do not discard the electronic and plastic parts replaced during care and maintenance so as not to contaminate the environment. Waste parts shall be disposed according to local environmental regulations. 6. See the instruction for use for the care and maintenance of humidifiers. Precaution. After care and maintenance, check the equipment according to the steps in the section. Check before use. Before daily use, clean the surface before daily use. After use for each patient, the equipment shall be cleaned and sterilized after being used for each patient. During installation after cleaning and sterilization, check whether the sealing gaskets or all shaft gaskets of the exhalation valves and other parts are damaged during installation after cleaning and sterilization. Perform replacement or repair if there is any damage. Daily or when necessary. 1. Discard the water in the water collector located in the respiratory circuit. Open the water collector by clockwise rotation. Discard the water and tighten the water collector by counterclockwise rotation. 2. If air compressor is equipped, drain the water in the filter. Every 3 months or when necessary. 1. Remove the air inlet filter screen by using a cross screwdriver and wash it with clean water. Reinstall the filter screen after it is dry in the air. 2. Test the emergency power supply. A. Electric discharge. B. Charging for more than 12 hours. C. During operation by using the emergency power supply. If the battery icon on the display screen is still red after the emergency power supply is switched to, or if the emergency power supply working time is less than half an hour, the emergency power supply is damaged and needs to be replaced. Every year or after 2,500 hours of use. 1. Comprehensive maintenance inspection and care. 2. Check the sealing gaskets or all shaft gaskets. 3. Check and celebrate. Tidal volume and minute ventilation monitoring. Frequency monitoring. Respiratory time monitoring. Pressure monitoring. Oxygen concentration monitoring.